Hello everyone, I'm Charnel and this is a hair braiding video. I am using this Marley braiding hair that I picked up at my local beauty supply store. It comes in these crinkly sections here, so that minimizes the amount of separating that I have to do. Not a lot of shedding from the hair, so I'm not losing a lot. This is about 2.5 packs of the Marley hair. I had my own hair pre-parted and braided up. Now, starting these box braids, I already have the sections that I need. The parts are already there. All I have to do is go through, brush my hair a little bit, and I'm already set. Really reduces the total time that it takes for me to do this. I am going to put some oil in my hair. And this bottle, I just recently got one of these scalp applicator bottles, and let me tell you that this makes my life so much easier because my hair is really dense. I have the oil in here. I can just put it in, squeeze the bottle a little bit, and go through. I don't have to mess up my hair with like trying to part through my hair like that. I don't have to do a lot of rubbing in the scalp, and it makes me more willing to oil my hair more often because it's so much easier. So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil in here, rub that in, add some oil to the section. Now I'm just gonna brush it out. I'm gonna take some Eco Styler gel and I'm gonna add it to the section to reduce the frizz and help like all the stray hairs in the section come together. And then I'm gonna separate this into 3 parts. I'm gonna take one crinkly piece of the Marley hair that's not split. And then I'm going to take a piece that is split. So the hair claims to be tangle free. And I wouldn't say it's completely tangle free. I would say that the hair is better than other synthetic braiding hair that I've tried, because I split these sections and I'm having little to no like balls of hair coming off of the end. Like I have a couple strays here. That piece that I split, I'm gonna smooth it out. And then I'm going to fold it over the piece that hasn't been split. So now like the halves make a whole, so it should be around just as thick as these pieces here. So here are my 3 sections. The hardest part about this method is to line up the 3 legs of the braiding hair with the 3 legs of the braid that I'm trying to make. But as long as you get this middle piece lined up with the middle at the scalp, the sides will just follow suit and blend in. It's really all about lining up that middle. So it's a little bit of a struggle, but I make do. I take my time on this part just to fiddle with it and make sure I'm as close as I can get. And then once I feel close in that middle leg of the braid, I just start braiding it. I do a couple turns and then I pull through the bottom of the hair, because if I don't, it's just all gonna knot up. I try to keep the same amount of tension going down, especially since I'm letting go and clearing it. I try to catch the ends the best that I can. I would say I did a trim a month ago. My ends are very blunt. Even though it's a little bit harder to blend my hair with the Marley hair now because it's short, it has like a natural frizziness to it that my hair already has. And then something I like to do when I get to the end of the braid and the pieces aren't even, I like to take a piece from another section and then just braid that in. I have 2 more braids I can throw in, so I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the other braid. Of course, when I'm filming, I'm getting pieces like this, but honestly, it kind of adds character to it. I really enjoy braids, and I've been seeing everybody, it's like as soon as the weather broke, everybody had their braids in. I'm always craving braids, but I really have to just set aside the time and build up the energy and just like the will and stamina. I enjoy the versatility of my hair, and I like to have a fresh look, mix it up. Like I've always had different kind of braided styles and ponytails and stuff when I was a kid. See, that piece came apart like amazing. It's not as waxy as the looser texture stuff either. I'm definitely gonna have to go back in and oil my hair and make sure this stuff is staying moisturized. I'm just ready to be done with this. I mean, but that's the beauty of braids. It's like you do it, it's done, and you can have it for a while. Now I'm just gonna go through and trim. Trim off this extra. Alrighty. And here they are. They still have that like fresh braid stiffness to it, but once I run some water over these, it'll help them like loosen up and get more like flowing down and more form to my head. So it's been about 2 weeks with these box braids, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And I really like the way the Marley braid box braids are holding up. Like washing them really helped it lay flat. And I noticed a difference after the first time I washed them. It's been about 3 times. And what I like most is that my hair isn't ridiculously frizzy. And I mean, like, it's a little bit frizzy, but it really isn't that bad. It also helps to have a color that's pretty close to my natural hair color as far as like the frizz blending in. It's not like, oh, here's my frizzy hair at the top and here's this like hyper smooth braid at the bottom. So I'm definitely on team Marley braid. I have a hole in my armpit. So I'm definitely team Marley braid for sure, and I would like to keep using the Marley braids and use different colors. Dipping these in hot water, I guess, kept them from unraveling, but it didn't really change the hair. Like there wasn't really like much of a melting or like a hardness at the bottom going on. Dipping it made them less frizzy at the end. So as far as like the scratchiness of the hair, oiling it and conditioning it, it doesn't feel as like rough as it first did when I installed them. Most of all, if I'm gonna spend hours putting in a style like this, I want it to look neat. I can wash these and have the roots and everything not look super crazy. The hair is really lightweight, so even when it's wet, it's not super harsh on my neck or on my edges or my roots. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.